All right, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag PVT. What we do on Tuesday nights, we talk to Quincy Carter about his life, his career, just about anything that's cool, you know what I mean? Even, our struggles and our successes and our failures and how it's okay to do that, you know what I mean? And last week we talked about his career with the Dallas Cowboys and how it came to an end, as far as the drugs and then the guy Turk picking you up at 5:30 in the morning and telling you Jerry wanted to talk to you and we got to the end, but we didn't talk about the timing of it and what was going on previous to that, during the previous season. That you all didn't have a bad record, did you? What was your record at the end of the season of 2003, man?
10-6.
10-6.
Yeah, 10-6.
Which got you into the playoffs?
Got us in the playoffs. We're second in the division, and I think we went in as the number 6 seed that year. Yeah.
And who did you play? What was the first game? Was it the Eagles or?
No, actually, it was the Carolina Panthers who actually made it to the Super Bowl that year.
And did they win it or not?
They didn't win it. Actually, the Patriots beat them. It was a good game. I think maybe 41-30, if I remember. But the Patriots pulled off late from them, though.
Yeah. So during that time, the Dallas Cowboys during your last tenure, last year there, they had 4 quarterbacks in the seat, right?
Yep.
They had you as a starter. Then they brought in VINNY Testaverde, who was with the Jets, I think, right?
Yeah, he was.
He was with the Jets. Then they had the third guy. What was the third guy?
Chad, was it Drew Henson? Yeah, Drew Henson.
Yeah, I know it started with an H. I kept getting him mixed up with Chad Henning.
Yeah,
Chad
exactly.
Henning was also a Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
And then Tony Romo was at the
Romo.
bottom of the barrel, the bottom of the list there. And so VINNY Testaverde, Bill Parcells brought him in, right?
Yep.
And was that in 2003 or 2002? How many was he there during the season while your last season was there?
No, actually, we signed him late in the offseason. I think we signed him after the June 1st signings, when you could start signing free agents.
And this was like in the offseason of 2004.
It's the offseason of 2004.
Okay, so he wasn't your backup then when you were in the 2000. Who was your backup during 2003?
During the 2003 season, it was Chad. I can't pronounce his name. Huntington. It wasn't Henning. It's Chad Hutchinson. That's it. Chad Hutchinson and also Tony Romo.
So Tony Romo was third string, but then they brought in Testaverde during their offseason, and then that's when Romo went down to fourth string. Right?
Yes, he was the 4th-string quarterback then.
What did you feel when Testaverde was brought into the because there's been like stories and stuff that you kind of became kind of like fearful that your job was on the line, or you kind of felt, I don't know, a certain way, and that you'd go into the film and just lay your head down and and that you were kind of like, instead of embracing what Bill Parcells, I think, said was, instead of embracing Vinny's experience and trying to feed off of it, that you kind of felt that your job was on the line due to the fact that he was brought in. What was your feeling when you first found out VINNY Testaverde was being brought in, man?
Well, first of all, Vinny was a very good quarterback, and he had played for Bill Parcells for years. And Vinny came in as a proven veteran. Bill Parcells actually made the comment as far as me being intimidated by competition. Well, I don't think that was exactly the truth.
I think one of Quincy's problems was that he was a little bit fearful of success.
But I will say that I was a little concerned. First of all, we had signed Chad Hutchinson for about $10 million back in 2002. Then we had signed Drew Henson for about $5 to $7 million too. And so, I think I was feeling myself a little bit after helping my team go to the playoffs. And, I think I wanted a new contract too, myself, just to, feel like I was going to be the guy coming in. And so I think that was the feelings that I was having. And I think, I kind of reciprocated those feelings, to Bill and also to Mr. Jones.
So what you were feeling was that Testaverde. Why bring Testaverde in? Why didn't they just give you a little raise and and put you there? And you already had those $1 million backups, right?
And that's what I was feeling. Actually, I was the starter, but on paper, I was the third highest paying quarterback there was on the roster,
and it was your third year,
and it was actually going into my fourth year.
But that was still, your contract was still, because you had when you signed with the Cowboys, you signed a 3-year contract. Right?
Actually, I signed a 5-year deal.
5-year deal.
Yeah.
So you were in the third contract. What kind of deal was there? Is there some sort of incentive in the third year or any type of like that? You know what I mean?
Well, my contract was backloaded. So my fourth and fifth year would have been my highest paid years in that contract. But it wasn't even close to what VINNY was making, and also what Drew Henson was making. And I think I focused my attention too much on the contracts. And if I could play it all over again, I would, more concentrate on the field than what's going on around me. Because, I competed against the best of them, for 3 or 4 years. It's not like they handed me the job and I didn't have any competition. So, if I could do it all over again, I would concentrate more on the field than I was, worrying about a contract.
Yeah.